dress the way you want to dress. It's not their problem. It's the guy's problem. Let's correct the guys rather than us.
Right.
I love that. But there's a lot of guys that haven't been corrected yet who are going to hassle you and follow you in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Those guys aren't woke. Once everyone's all woke it'll be great.
Woke's a dangerous word to use. I feel like people are going to mock it in the future.
Woke?
Woke. Yeah. I feel like using woke now, like unironically, is super slippery. I see a trap coming.
You do?
The jiu-jitsu practitioner in me is like, I don't like this move. This is, I know where this leads. I'm like, this is a trap.
You're totally right.
This is how I feel.
Yeah.
I see that woke thing. I'm like, what are you woke? What the fuck does that even mean? You woke up? You woke up? What are you, 12?
Well, it comes from my 16-year-old, so yeah.
Yeah, these kids today.
But what does woke mean? It means your brain is open. You're open to stuff.
The problem is there's no real quantification. There's no test you take to show that if you're woke. Right? Like if you want to be a mathematician, you have to fucking show that you know how to do math. Yeah. The professors, they check your work. Like you get through like, yes, congratulations, Tom Papa. Yeah. You are a mathematician. You have a PhD in mathematics.
It says so right here on the paper.
And you're like, God damn it, I'm going to put that shit on my wall so you understand. I know how this stuff works.
Yeah.
But wokeness, anybody can claim to be a master of wokeness. It's like kung fu without fighting. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
No one's defined what's woke and what's preposterous. No one's defined what's just not racist and not sexist and not homophobic, but open-minded and aware of the failings and the misgivings of all sides, all of us, and with no bias.
Right.
Is that woke? Because it doesn't seem like it is.
Isn't that woke?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think you just described what I thought it was.
I would like that, but too many people could jump in. There's no real clear understanding of like what makes and constitutes someone being woke.
Like, yeah, how many of those boxes do you have to check?
Right.
Like, where does it stop?
If Tom Papa had a woke academy,
right,
and you took these people through,
it would just be, do you like bread or not like bread?
Yeah, claiming wokeness is super slippery. What's this, Jamie?
1962 New York Times Magazine article about being woke.
Whoa, wow. This is crazy.
If you're woke, you dig it. Look, if you're woke, you dig it.
Oh my God.
That's the perfect definition right there.
That's insane.
If you're woke, you dig it.
That is insane.
That was my fox, man, and you were copying my taste and grit.
Wow. Don't
jump salty on me.
Whoa, look how they talked back then. They were trying to talk people into talking in a way that made them seem more interesting. I'm going to say it the way I would say it if I lived back then. Hey, make it bigger so I can see it.
You be the guy on the left.
Jamie,
read it, but can't.
No. Scroll so we could read what they were saying.
His comments.
Yeah.
What he's saying up top. Yeah.
Okay.
That was
my fox, man.
And you were copying my taste and grit.
Taste and grit.
So how would you say that now?
That was my fox, man.
Maybe it's girl.
And you were copying my taste and grit. Of course it's girl, Jamie.
That was my girl.
And you guys say it.
That's what he's saying.
I know it says fox anymore.
No, that's what they said. Oh, what words would you use today?
Yeah.
Hey,
you would say,
the fuck are you doing with my girlfriend, dickhead?
And he said, don't jump salty on me. I would say, hey, we're cool. No worries. No worries.
Like, stop being such a bitch.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, what? Someone's a bitch? And then next thing you know, people would be hitting each other. That's the darkness in all men. Who are these two gentlemen to the right and to the left?
It says Noah Webster. I think that might be like Webster's dictionary guy.
And who's the other guy? Peter what?
I can't tell.
Peter in the dictionary.
Looks a little squirrely.
Can't tell.
Peter Legacy.
The letters are all blurred, right?
I love that.
But I love that. If you're woke, you dig it.
Yeah, if you're woke, you dig it. That sums it up, man. If you're woke, you dig it.
How'd you find this, Jamie? Go back to that.
I typed in, it's like know your meme.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the meme of the word woke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stay woke.
Look at that little image, though. Scroll back up so we can see it again. That's so strange. Like, imagine if that was contemporary.
Yeah.
Like, if that was your word. Like, imagine if hipsters all of a sudden started wearing tails to their jackets. If they just decided, like, this is the next level. We're going to wear bow ties and those tails.
It wouldn't be surprising because that's all about just, I'm doing what you guys don't do. So I'm going tails.
What a weird look, though.
That is so weird.
That's a look that, like, okay, So like the guy in the center,
it's like
with the hat on.
Yeah,
those two guys, both the guys in the center, those guys will fly today.
Oh, totally.
The guy on the left that like looks like he's dressed like he's
That looks like me on the road.
Yeah, I mean, but he looks like he's in a Quentin Tarantino movie or something.
Yeah,
right? Looks like he's a Reservoir Dog. That's totally normal, right?
Yeah, black
he's in the
suit,
Matrix.
Black suit, tie.
That guy could go to any restaurant anywhere and no one would even bat an eye. They go, "Hello, sir. Can I help you?" Boom, walk right in. Go back to that image.
The guy next to him.
But those two guys on the ends, like, what in the fuck are they?
He's got a coat with tails.
Yeah.
And those pants that are like flat across your crotch where it looks like you have no privates.
Here's a good way to look at it. Imagine if you're dating a gal and her parents are going to come over. And you're like, you're really going to love my dad. He's an amazing guy. He's real old school. And dad comes over dressed like that with coattails.
Yeah.
And you start feeling like you're in that movie Get Out.
And he's got a handlebar mustache. Yeah. He's got tails.
Yeah.
Weird pants that go into funny shoes.
Did you see Get Out?
Yeah.
I finally watched it during Sober October.
Oh, you did?
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's
what you would be thinking. If that guy was dressed like that the daughter was going to lead you to something and you have to run for your life.
But it is weird how like that suit has lasted a long time.
Well, this was 1960, so I'm assuming that it was mocking the style of old. So by the time 1960 rolled around, the guys in the middle were dressed contemporary. But the guys in the end, they're like making fun of people the way they used to dress.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way. Or at least that's what represents those people.
Well, yeah. It just defines their time. That guy was probably around the 1800s. This guy's from the 40s.
Whoever those other guys are, do you know who those guys are?
I believe Noah Webster.
From the Webster Dictionary.
That's why he's got the pen and he's scratching his head as that guy's putting out his slang.
So his slang is making Webster go, what the fuck?
That's not how you really say it.
So it'd be like the Urban Dictionary. Like Jamie and I sometimes get confused. We have to pull up the Urban Dictionary and find out what the real word of a word means. So let's pull up woke.
Yeah, there you go.
As it's represented today. You know?
Woke.
No disrespect. No cultural appropriation intended. The fact that it was invented actually in the 60s is really weird. It's just making a comeback.
I was just like looking around when I typed in like what is woke to see if there's anything interesting.
If you dig it, you woke.
What does it say? Aware, knowledgeable about your community and the world, with the willingness to access and critique systems of oppression.
Well, that the end
of
it.
The last part gets a little squirrely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I mean for sure if it really is a system of oppression. But how do we decide what's a system of oppression and what is...
Sounds like you need Jordan Peterson.
Weird human behavior that represents
then
the
what
way
do you
men
mean
and
by
women
that?
interact with each other on a grand scale. I mean, that's just like... there are some legitimate systems of oppression. Right?
Yeah, for real.
It's like figure out which one it is.
Yeah.
But putting that in like that's what woke is. Like, how do you define what the systems of like where's the line get drawn?
Right.
Is the line? Like, why do women have certain jobs? Why do men have certain jobs? How much of that is because of influence? How much of that is because of their choices? How much of that is just because of natural proclivities towards certain things?
Well, then you're talking about people that are coming after the hierarchy. Yes. And if they're coming after the hierarchy, who's to say that those people aren't part of the problem? I love Jordan Peterson, the way he's just like hammers Well, then what are you saying? Then who are you? What are you? You're buying into the hierarchy. I just love like the exasperation in his voice. No, but it's true. It's like then
it is true.
That woke definition